Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the airship map. We're playing as a green player out of the third position. And unfortunately, this is my second attempt at this video. My first attempt was thwarted by the risk bug gods. I had an insane 1-point hold. We had a blizzard here up in the records bonus. And then we had a blizzard here on this red territory. And I had this cap spot right here on storage vents. And I had a player cap behind me. I ended up winning their capital, and I had all three of these bonuses on turn 2. And then that silly disconnect bug that has been appearing came up, and it thwarted my plans, which was very, very unfortunate. So we're going to try to not have that happen here today. I might get turn 1 rolled by red if I go here. I don't know. I don't like my options this time. My options are significantly worse on this board, unfortunately. But we're going to try our best. I'm going to cap back here. I'm going to have some fun with it. Maybe red turn 1 rolls me, and then we got to try to recover from our position. Those videos are always fun. But, yeah, an unfortunate lost recording. Maybe I'll throw it on the second channel up until that point so you guys can see the absolute lucky dice that I got and fun start. But unfortunately... Unfortunately, we lost that one. So we're going to play here as green and try to win. Red may very well roll a 9 on 4, which isn't a 100% roll. I assume I was kind of banking on him just playing for his bonus down here first. Little boom boom action. We're out of the third position. I'm going to lose at least 1 territory here. That's very kind of him to not hit me right away. I don't have a whole lot that's looking at orange, but I wouldn't be surprised to see orange take this bonus here. I also wouldn't be surprised to see red split this. But it looks like he's going to hit me here. I almost would have 2 dice slidered that to try to get more back on capital. But solid 1-point hold for red. We might be down to only 6 troops to start, which is a little bit unfortunate. Actually, seems as though, yeah, we're down to 6 troops to start. Bummer. I'm going to knock red out of here. So we're going to go 2 here, and then 5 here. A little bit of blue there. 1-point hold. I'm going to try to slow roll this, actually. I think I get knocked out of blue, but 6 and 6. Got a 5 cap here. Holding a double +2 is not a bad start. Now, obviously, I'm very buried here. My cap on the last one held a 1 point much, much deeper. It held double capital +7. We don't have that luxury here. Now, this could be interesting here if black gets too greedy. It looks like black is capped on toolbox, which is not a particularly good cap spot. Especially that's a 6 down to a 5 potentially. We might be able to just yoink that from him here. But the 1 point, the key 1 point on this board, I don't know that there actually is one. This is a... Where orange is kind of a 1 point, but it doesn't hold this bonus. It holds these 2 bonuses here. But it does hold a +5, so if he has that, that's pretty crazy. And he might direct that down into red. Black is kind of on a pathing point, which isn't a bad idea. Red also on a similar pathing point down here, albeit it goes by him rather than through him. We've got blue up here. I don't even have any idea where white is. White might be up in this general vicinity as well. So I'm going to have to try to position myself to take some additional territory on this next turn, while also not losing my capital. I could hit black pretty hard, all things considered. I think it's going to depend on what red does. If red weasels his way into here, I don't love that for myself. You kind of got to figure out where your opponents are and pivot off of that. Like if blue gets too greedy here on this first turn, like he might have this territory and move left. I'm not seeing the 9. He's actually playing for this down here. If the 9 continued attacking, yeah, like if he goes for all of this... If he keeps going, making a move on his capital is not a bad idea. Honestly, if I hold this over here, making a move on his capital is not a bad idea, but I don't know what red's going to do. So in this current position here, if I stay at 15 territories, I will get I'll get 11. We'd have a 13 on 6. I didn't mean to hit the report, but I don't know why he did that to me. Is he also going to break black here? That's a frustrating play by red. I'm going to hit him, obviously. I'm not going to let him hold. You don't get to break me. You don't get to break me and then do that, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's very frustrating. Orange does not yet have this bonus. Might have the +2, but I think more likely just has a bunch of material. Now, the issue here is that I'm going to put 2 troops here, and red's immediately going to regress me. So, he didn't even have this. He didn't even have this. He just came in and broke me. That's very annoying. So he knew that I took this bonus. He specifically targeted me on that turn. That is what that tells me. Now, I think he may have also just snuck this +3 here, which is part of the reason why I brought those 2 troops back to cap, is I didn't want to overplay my hand. I'm interested to see if blue has the +1 and this +2 here. But we'll see white play first. White has 3 extra troops per turn right now. That might be records. I don't see a lot of white around the board, so I think that is probably the records bonus here. Him and blue could potentially have some quarreling occurring, but it looks like he's going to go to the left instead. Maybe even just broke blue there. This one's going to be a tough one to win with red. Red on a better 1 point than myself and ahead of me in the turn order. That will mean I get the better trade-ins, but I'm likely going to be targeted by this player just based off of how he's playing, and I don't have a great means to card blocking him yet. He is a 2-point card block in that position. I'm a 1-point card block, so I got to try to maintain my material on other parts of the board. And I think I have to target red's material on other parts of the board as well. He probably hits my 2 here. Blue's just going to play for material there. Now, interestingly enough, if I still hold this, if red doesn't come and re-break me, I could make a play on blue's cap again. I would probably fortify this 2 back if I were blue, but who knows? And also white could be in here, right? But white may know that blue is capped here, and that's why he made that play. And red's getting 10 now. This was my concern, is that red has the +3 here, and he's going to cream through this orange territory here. So it's probably not worth it to continue retaking here. I'm probably going to have to play for something else. What that something else? He's going to target me here. Fair enough. He's going to backdoor blue now? Bro, no way. He's aggressing everyone. He just backdoored blue for no reason. All right, I knock him out of here, and I take this. I obviously, I don't want him to risk him breaking my bonuses, and I actually did hold that +1. I just took it that, though, so I'll hold it this turn. I'll get more this turn than I did before. Orange in here, we get 12. Just try to hold this. I don't know if black's going to let me. And red, we know red actually has not closed his cap off in here. He's still here, though. Christopher the Rotten. I mean, he's living up to the name. He's aggressing everybody. I didn't want to knock him out of here because I think that this is going to be blue's job, so I don't bother aggressing him up there. He didn't hit me. It's weird for him to do the pivot that he did there, because I don't really understand why you would go from being cordial or like being aggressive towards being cordial in one turn like that. I guess I retaliated, but I didn't really retaliate with anything meaningful. White's getting 8. Blue's in a tough spot, man. I don't love blue's position. I think he held this +2 this time, so he'll be able to clap back onto red on this next turn. Did red reach him? Red reached him. Okay. This is a dangerous play from blue to take all of this out, though. You're going to be back to 7. Does he take the whole bonus? Maybe he found white up here? He does take. He's going to have a 6 on this? Dude, I don't like that for him. I've got a 12 cap. If red doesn't aggress me here, which I think he probably will, if he doesn't aggress me, and I hold this additional +2, he's elsewhere still. I mean, that may have been a cap losing play by blue. I gotta hope that black doesn't have this whole bonus here. I don't like that. I mean, his name's Bloodthirst, so I get it. He wants the Bloodthirst. If I don't get broken by orange and I hold +2, +2, +2, that's 6. I've got capital for 11. +1 over here is 12. Double territory, it'll get me up to 14 on this next turn. I got 12 on the last turn, I believe. So 14 on 15 on 6 here. Technically 16 on 6 is definitely a good idea, in my opinion. I'm going to do it. I got a 12 cap over there. I feel pretty comfortable about that. Got that fortify potential as well. I want black out of that direct line. That was not a good roll. That was about as bad of a roll as I could have gotten on that. He will almost certainly retake here. That was unfortunate. I lost 11 on a 6. Man, it's not the worst roll. I mean, the worst roll you could get is just completely losing it. Buddy, I got the double break on you here. I mean, maybe he doesn't want me breaking him. All right. He just doesn't want me breaking him. So we'll see what blue does here. White does not have that +3 up top, by the way. And red didn't aggress me or orange on that last turn, at least visually. So I don't really know what to expect. I imagine blue holds both of these bonuses. Yeah, so he's going to come off this 8, 7, 6 guaranteed roll on this, unless he loses troops on that pathing. Oh, this is a bad play. If you keep going, dude, you're doing the same mistake you did before. Tries to slow roll that. Does he come off the 7? This isn't enough value for me. He trades in early to make that play. I don't have a set. I don't want to let him hold this, though. 12 cap, I think, holds up fine. Again, as long as red doesn't come and hit me. We need to try to re-win blue's capital. He got 7, so to me that tells me he had medical and lounge. So I think it's probably in my best interest to break him down here and then put pressure on him up here. And I'll get a better trade in knowing that orange, red, and blue will set ahead of me. I think having a cap spot on the exact opposite side of the board than where my original is a good idea. I just need to be able to leverage that, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. Orange is only getting 5. So I think red is aggressing orange, is what that likely tells me. I don't think orange had a great cap spot over here. All right, wins 1. That wins 3. Can I blitz this? I can. Blue got wiped clean out of there. I probably is botted or close. I didn't realize red was going to clean through here. He's on a trade. I probably just fed this to red. Interesting that black is placing troops in here. Does he have an opportunity for the split bonus here, I guess? I wasn't expecting red to go through blue there. I don't think black is breaking me here either. Black knows I took this because I think he had this territory too. I'll tell him well played. Red might knock him out of here. White also still might be up here. I don't actually know where the white player is. I thought he was up here. I nearly have blue. He's going to get 3 troops here, right? Yeah. I'm very concerned about red on this next turn. Red might scoop this out from under me. This was the issue with this aggression. Now, black and I have been very chill with each other. Red did reach this capital, though. I should have just sat with the 3 on it. Or maybe even tried one more slow roll. But red likely held this. I doubt white hit him there, if white was up here. Does seem like blue's going to quit, though. I don't imagine there's much left of blue on the board. It's unfortunate that he got targeted, but if you don't defend your cap, that's what's going to happen, man. It's tough. We have the trade in. Blue had already set. Red will trade for 6, orange for 8. We'll get the 10. I'm just hoping red doesn't commit this much here. He has backed off of me for the most part, but he knows I got in here, so he knows that this cap is available. And he's getting 11 troops. So he holds this +2, plus the other +2 that he already had, and his capital. Fingers crossed he doesn't place up here. If he doesn't place up here, I will take this, I'll back up to capital, and we'll chill. Because at some point I need to kind of rest. I don't want to scare black too much either, but I do want to be able to hold the board that I want to hold. Now, orange knows I took this. He also saw how much I lost. So there's a possibility that orange pivots and tries to take this. I think with how weak he's been, not holding any bonuses, I think that would be a mistake. I'm going to need to put some troops on my original capital in case black gets a lot here as well. But I don't want to over-aggress black. And I'm also not going to hit blue here. It might make sense to try to scoop that card if I have it, but I don't think it's in my best interest to actually try to roll blue there. I think it stretches myself a little too thin at the top of the board here. But if I can defend both my positions, I'm going to start with the most troops I've started with all game. Black probably will as well, especially if he held this. If red didn't knock him out of here, that's dangerous. Black is a 1-point card block, or 2-point card block, rather. I don't know how much is in this corner over here. We'll throw like 7. I meant to... That's nice. That's very kind of that to happen. Alright, that works. Black does get... So black held this +4 here. +3, rather, in showers. I got 18 on this cap back here. Not horrible. He might kill blue here. If blue is not knocked out of the +6 in the middle, which that +6 is a 3-point hold, I guess. Normally a 4-point hold. It's a... Alright, normally a 5-point hold is down to a 3-point hold right now. Black may kill blue. And for one card, I don't know if it's worth it for one card this early. It puts you ahead of everybody in the turn order and only ahead of white by a full card. So I don't love it, but I would get it if you did it just to get the extra card. I'm not sure who he's hitting right now either. He does kill blue. All right, so he gets the extra card off of that. Well played. He's been getting a lot each turn. I don't think he breaks me. He does not. With the 12 pointed at me, I definitely don't hit him. I think I just take my card off of orange down here. Because we know that red is here. And unless they swapped caps super early and I didn't see it, I think we're fine. Red's getting 17. We do not have a trade on 3. I don't hit red. I don't hit black. That's kind of where we're going to sit right now. Never mind. I absolutely hit red if he's going to hit me with that. I don't plan on hitting him. Yeah, that's a mistake by red. That's not a particularly good play. Oh, don't fortify to that, buddy. What are you doing? Oh, it's orange botted. That's going to break. No, he's just going to straight up break me. That's obnoxious. I'm stuck back here. This is interesting. How does orange not have a 1 point behind here? What are you doing, dude? This is an 11 cap, too. I'm surprised that orange has not tried to take that yet. He actually might on this next turn. Red's got to be careful. I don't know why red would aggress me there. And then sit, right? Like, try to block it with extra troops. I didn't have enough to break because of... I almost had enough to break, but I'd rather just retake this. I almost want to tee up orange to take red out of here. I'm confused, though, why orange doesn't have the bonuses behind him. Unless white... Maybe white's capped back here. I didn't even consider that. White might be up here, and red's exclusively up here. Black doesn't really have the loyalty with red right now, I don't think. So I don't know what black just did. Red's getting 14, so he did get broken. I've opened orange up to red here. My caps are reasonably well defended. I intentionally did that so that if red tries to roll this over here, he hopefully fails. Fail. He doesn't fail, but it's not pure. Trading's high enough to retake that, but I can't. I don't have the means. That's really aggravating. That's really, really irritating. I don't have a trade-in right now. And if black doesn't hit it, it's so frustrating that that one. I thought I had enough up here. I shouldn't have bothered. That one's 2. That one's 2. That one's 1. That one's 2. That one's none. That one's 3 or 2. Well, it doesn't win anything. Bummer. He's laughing, but I don't really care. I think he's going to get hit by black here. That's what I would do, at least. I'm susceptible to death, but not... It was really black that could kill me there, and he didn't go for it, so... But red's going to have to fully clear me out of here. I have no way out of my bad situation, though. That's the issue with where I am. I need to retain this material over here, so I got to hope that black breaks red in the back. I got to hope that he broke red in the back there. I think white is cardless as well over here. White trades. This was just to weaken this in the hopes that he doesn't get enough troops on this next turn to remove me, which I think he's going to. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, something like that. I'm on 5 cards, though. I need this capital. Absolutely need it. I think that red doing that was a mistake. He actually full commits over here. This is fine. He gives me this for free. Which is... I don't care what you break over here. It does not matter to me. Maybe he's going to come break black, which I don't think is great, but I know that he can't win my cap here. So I don't really care. If he can come break me all he wants over here, I'm going to break you all over here. You're not going to be able to get back to what you want to get back to. So red is... He's picked a fight with me this game at random times for no reason. I really don't understand what his motivation is. I could catch him on 3 cards here. That is the one benefit to this. I don't care that much about this left capital. I care way more about the right one, just knowing where black... I believe black is capped on Toolbox, and we know orange now is on this really good burger creation cap. That's an incredible capital for the board that we're presented here with. I'm going to put 30 here. I'm going to re-break with just 2 troops. I'm not even going to bother taking that bonus away because the goal up here is to full send him on this position. Actually, no, I want to hit this one. It's getting 32 troops. At some point, I'm going to need orange to assist me. Because we've obviously just knocked red out of here. Though he was getting 17 before. Double capital would put him up to 9. And then 3 additional here, lounge and bathrooms, should put him up to 12. So where does his extra 5 troops come from? That's my question. Like, did maybe somehow he held gap room? Because black is clearly in records. I don't know. It's an interesting game, interesting nuance on this. I think orange is trapped. The math makes sense that white is trapped behind orange. 2 and 5 here. He didn't get a card in the last turn either. Which begs the question. Yeah, red's just down to 9. So that's this plus 2 and this here. I don't have a trade on 3. I'm actually surprised orange isn't killing red. Unless red still has material out here with black. I'm going to need to hit black, but I can't do it yet. Now might be the turn to do it, though. Orange trades. Is this a kill on red? The fact that he trades on 3 makes me think it might be. No. All right. Interesting. He went down into black here. He actually actively broke black on that last turn. Now, my thought is that black will come hit red. How much is that hitting with? 21? Did he have enough to take the cap here? Or did he try to blitz the cap there and failed the roll? I don't know. I didn't see a fortify. He did take it. He didn't fortify, but he took it. I don't know if red is up in here somewhere and black's hiding him. I don't know who all would have all of this. Don't hit here. You should hide yourself. I mean, you're gonna die anyway to orange, probably, or me. He's gonna try to kill red here. If he doesn't split this properly, though, he doesn't get the elimination. Can I confirm that black had all of this? This bonus is split, this +4. And I think orange had presence in the +6 here. This probably adds, this amount here adds up to 28, I would think so. I will trade off of this. My 50 over, I'm going to put 10 troops here. That was what I needed. That was absolutely the leverage I needed. Black is on 5. I will be on 4. I'm sorry, bro. I know we've been chill, but... I'm fairly certain he's capped there. Bummer. We don't get through that. He's not going to let me break there either. Wow, he's holding a bunch of stuff off. He's not going to be able to kill me here. I had to hit him, man. He's going to trade. I have a retaliatory. I don't have a retaliatory trade. So I guess where does he decide to go? Over here? I don't think that's enough to get through the 49. He's got so many troops off cap that I probably could hit this. I probably had enough to hit this. Because the issue is that White's stuck behind... The issue with this position... I can tell Black's pretty good. The issue behind his position is that White is stuck behind him. Is stuck behind Orange. Orange, in and of himself, is a reasonably card-blocked spot here. We knew this would happen. I can bring this back to cap. He opens me there. He slams me there. Oh, I would not have done that. I absolutely would not have done that. I mean, maybe he's got a trade on the next turn, but I don't know. The question is, how long does Orange keep White hostage? That's really a very important question in this game. I'm glad he fed me the red kill. It gave me the leverage to hit Black. And Black wasn't hitting me, but I don't know that Black and I inherently had an allyship, right? He wasn't hitting me, but that didn't mean there was loyalty there. You can take the rest of the bonus. That's fine. Yeah, if he wanted the rest of the bonus, I'm fine. I'm fine letting Orange have some leeway here. I am going to have to hit this to fortify back if I need it. I can take out most stuff up there. I'm going to hit this to fortify just for my own sanity. All right, good to know. Trades are how high? 65. If he's got a set, he can probably clear me out on the right-hand side. I didn't have a trade, otherwise I would have done it myself. He's worth 68, 17. I'm on a trade-in. Again, he's got a ton of off-cap troops. I got 70 here, 35 here. Like, I have more. I think I have more troops than him, or it's very tight. I assume he comes off of this, so we break underneath. We know he's got like a 15 here as well. This could actually block off his line for breaking. Oh my god, he broke off his line for breaking. He gets this one, he doesn't get anything beyond that. And this, oh, he doesn't even get that one. Oh my goodness, Black, what are you doing? He breaks the +1, but at what cost? That is bananas. I don't know where that 17 fortifies. This 70 cap, I don't add any defense to right now. We let Orange hold this. I don't feel bad about that. I don't add anything to the 70 cap right now. There is no reason to. Because it's not like Orange is going to be able to make a play on that. Now, Orange could make a play on my 35 cap over here. A little bit risky there. No, Orange is playing passive. Orange is I actually think Orange is probably the best player in this lobby. Besides myself. I'll toot my own horn a little bit. I got you. I'll give you a thumbs up. You can have that, Orange. We're totally chill. If you hit me, I'm gonna block you, but all right, I got 26. We get the trade in. I'm, again, fine with the 70 over here. If black wants that, this one will be super susceptible. So I'm going to take out everything that I can. Knowing he's on 4 cards is fine. Orange is not open there either. I don't even think he can get through this with a trade-in. Now, there is a chance orange turns against me at some point here. He doesn't set. This is what I was hoping for. Interesting. Interesting that he'd like let me card block him. I will do it. I'm not gonna hit this orange territory here. I don't care if orange breaks me up here. And orange, I will trade with orange over here. That's fine. And I won't set right now. I have the trade. I can respond to whatever black does. And this was the issue with black's positioning here. 70 cap over there. I don't think this is over by any means, guys. There's a very realistic possibility that the orange player turns on me here. Yeah, orange, I'm not gonna hit you, bro. We're chill, orange. I mean, he and I are chill. I was chill with black before, but part of the reason I was chill with black before is because I had such a positional advantage, I didn't have a positional advantage over him. But the moment I gain a positional advantage, which is this cap on this side, you know, orange has the middle cap. Orange controls everything he wants to control. This is not a good play. I'm not gonna have sympathy. I'm not gonna hold up, black. I got to make sure somebody wins this game, and I want it to be me. And the value of this map is that you can generate so many troops. You can generate... Orange has been playing pretty passively here. He tried to take the red kill when he had it. I thought he had it. And that's part of the reason why I didn't even put enough here to hit red out of this spot, was so that I could secure myself the red kill. And I needed to use the red kill to leverage an advantage for myself. And that's exactly what I did. So, now, if black has a set here, he'll be able to break through this. However, we're banking on that not happening. If he's got a trade on 3, that's fine. We'll deal with it. He does not. We have him card blocked. This is why he needed to keep those troops off cap. And I use orange as my trading mechanism. If orange tries to block me, he might actually kill white here. That was an early trade-in. Yeah, he's taking his cards off white. He's killing white. He's going to start giving white cards. Interesting. Which is smart, I think. If he's actively giving white cards, that could spell trouble for me. He's not. So he hit white and then blocked him. Sorry, black. Somebody's got to win this game, man. Because white didn't take a card in the last turn. And the reason I'm not taking all of black's cards right now is is in the case that orange tries to block me, I don't want to risk losing. I think black had 60 here, 70 or so here, and they put 80. He's got 150 on this cap. I'm not risking an incidental card block by orange. Orange is clearly smart enough to try to set one, which concerns me. So I'm going to leave myself with as many cards as possible. And he is encroaching on white. Notice how he's hitting me and he's taking a card off of white each time. I'm going to stack. This side, I think, is more valuable for me to stack up on. But eventually I'm going to start encroaching on black with the cards when I need to. Interesting. I don't know if he's baiting white into taking a card here intentionally or not. If orange doesn't take a card on me on this next turn, that'll be very telling. Nah, none of your fist bump. None of your fist bump gabagool. That's a word, right? Oh. Oh, that's an New York Italian-American slang for capicola, a cured pork cold cut. Okay, I was not using that correctly. Did white got a card? Interesting. I'm gonna defend my caps just a little bit. Just in case. Black is not happy with me. I'm sorry, Black. At the end, I mentioned it earlier in the game, guys. I said that Black was a 2-point card block. He could make my life easier by pulling all of his troops off cap, but I don't think that's going to happen. White is, again, not getting cards. So Orange and I kind of working on opposite sides of the board right now. I don't think either of us wants to get card blocked by each other. Granted, I am getting 45 troops a turn. It's not exactly the easiest card block in the world. I think I'm going to let Orange get the cards over here still. I'm going to start taking cards on this next turn. I'm going to start taking cards off of Black. Because I've got enough troops here to do it. The other thing that'll force my hand, I do have a trade in right now. The other thing that will force my hand, interesting, 7. Oh. Yeah, see, that felt like a play that would eventually try to card block me. I'm going to start plugging away at Black now. And I need to have enough troops on the bottom of this so that Orange can't trade in and come and hit me. And try to steal it away from me. But it's a little bit of a slow play, but I can't risk losing the game. That is the most important thing. I cannot risk losing the game. And I'm getting a bunch more troops than Orange. But there could come a time where Orange decides to use white as his card bait, and I can't risk that. So I need to just plug away one troop at a time, make sure that I get this kill on Black as best I can. And also make sure I have extra cards over here, right? Like, the more cards Orange gives me here, the better this ends up working out for me. So as previously mentioned, need to make sure Orange can't get through with a trade-in over there. I don't know why Black's mad. Like, just leave. I'm going to farm you for your cards and eliminate you. It's pretty obvious that is what is happening. I will farm him for every last one of these cards, by the way. Because I know Orange isn't going to get through this capital over here unless he takes troops off. I don't care. If Orange wants to come up here, it's fine. I'm trying to give him the easiest cards he can get. I'm plugging away one troop at a time. Again, I know that he's only got about probably 180 here right now. Once I open it up, I'm going to have to hit it. But as long as I keep the surrounding areas blocked and Orange not strong enough to get through my 140, I should have this plenty okay. And we're going to take this card here before we take this one here. So I'm going to make sure that this is the last card so that Orange can't... Oh, he could wrap around this way. I didn't realize he doesn't have to go through the capital. So we give Orange all these extra cards. And the reason behind that is I want to have, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now here. 6, 7, 8. 8 extra cards over here on Orange to eventually bear down on him with. And then he hits White again. Is he eliminating White? I mean, you're not going to be able to bait him off capital. It's just not going to work. Get another 40 troops on each cap right now. I know it's a slow burn, everybody. I am a little bit sorry about that. He could make this way cheaper for me by pulling off capital. He's not going to do it, though. I don't think he's stuck back here. He could be stuck behind... Hang on, I got to do some math real quick. Orange is getting 18 troops. He's got 2... We know he's got 2 caps, so he's got these 2 caps here. I believe this should be +3, +2, +2. 4, 7, double capital gets you 14. He doesn't have any additional bonuses on top of that. I'll hit this territory here to fortify out. We'll take 1 extra card off Orange on this next turn. Although if he's killing White right now, which I think he is. I don't know, man. I still think I milked this kill on Black. Oh, he messed that up. I still think I milked this. There's a chance Black slams me right now. I don't think the trade-ins are high enough where Orange actually is even able to kill him unless he slams me, which he doesn't slam me. I was thinking he was not going to slam me. And I'm going to milk this for every card I can get so that I maximize my cards that I can get off of Orange. Now, he's getting 36 troops. That is a lot of troops. It's interesting that he's not turning on me yet. The moment I get Black's cards here... Give him an extra card, see if he takes it. He doesn't take the extra card. That's funny. Orange won't be able to get through this. That's really why I played it this way. He won't. I should alter my statement. He won't be able to get through both sides. He's gonna try over here though. Thanks for the extra troops. And I will harvest black in here as long as I can. I don't pull off this cap here. I was thinking about it. I don't do that. All right. So on a map like this, I have to be extra careful. Extra careful not to feed the elimination to my opponent. And not to card block myself either. So it's really, really important here. And I'm going to want to force orange. I'm really going to want to force orange to hit me as hard as he can. But I need to make sure I have extra troops. As many cards as I can get before I open up a capital. So the ideal scenario here is that I force him into taking this. And I may have to back up eventually. But I've got a 360 here. I got an almost 200 there, 140 here. Like, he has been getting 36 troops over these turns. But I'm already prepped to start the card block. And I guess it depends on how aggressive he gets over here, right? He should slam this. He realistically should slam both sides. But how much do you take over here, right? Otherwise, you're potentially just feeding me additional cards. And he chose the wrong line as well. So he doesn't get through the 130 here. He doesn't get through the 234. He may eventually get all the way to my 140 here. And then I don't actually have to block with anything. Anything meaningful, at least. But I don't want to let him get too much. So I'm going to do an interesting play here. I'm going to make this... We're going to make these above the trade amount. That's above the trade amount, right? Yeah. And then the rest of this I'm going to... I imagine he pulled that back. Well, wasn't expecting a 13 back there. I tried to get up here. I took more cards than I should have because I was going to try to get more up here, but this is fine. I'll just card block this on the next turn. I doubt he attacks down. No, he doesn't. He's not that foolish. Smart to take... He could fail that. Doesn't fail it. But smart to take extra territory here. Get to this spot and stop. Oh, well, that's an oops. Oops. I am going to block here. Here. I'm going to block here. So let me do this. Because, again, I want to maintain as many extra territories as I can. force him to trade. He has no guaranteed card now. He has to trade. I don't have a set on 3 though. Trying not to open up his capital. We force the trade. Does he go off the 67 up here? He's going off the 75. If he goes off the 75, that's a losing play. This is also a losing play, I think. Goes plus 27, which is pretty good, but I can thwart this pretty quickly, and he won't have a trade in the next turn. He's going to have to fortify off cap. And there's a chance he accidentally hits this. There's a chance he accidentally opens up the cap, or just had a sound attempt here at breaking all of my bonuses. The issue here is if he hits one more territory here, which he seemed, and he hits the one more territory. Bummer. For his sake, bummer. It's a shame because he had a sound play there. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna leave 40 troops on this cap. There's no reason to keep extra troops on my caps right now if I know that he doesn't have a trade in. It's better to just have a mobile stack that I can fortify around. And in this case, I've got that mobile stack. So, sit right here. It's not always the best, most polite thing to do to drop the early GG, but the game is over. I've got a bunch of cards I can take. There's not a whole lot he can do here. I can fortify to that so easily. I don't actually have a trade-in right now. So, a little bit unfortunate, but unfortunately for him, take our extra card. How much did he start with? 32. Honestly. That was 330 of his troops right there. Good game. I'm on 5 cards. I figured this would be fairly simple. Once I got the block into the position I needed it to be in and I had it, that was the kicker there. Seems like he's pulling, like, the problem is it's not an instant fortify. It's got more troops than I thought he would have. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. I got trade on the next turn. Good game. I don't know if he's got anything back here. I assume he does not. Yeah, Orange was definitely the best player in this lobby. He took by far the best capital on the board. Where was this cap? Oh, here. Okay. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to Orange. 500 troops. He must have condensed these at some point, and I didn't notice. Because I imagine this one was the one that had more troops on it. He had more troops than I thought he did, though. Admittedly, he probably didn't have to roll as large of a cap on white as I did on black, because white was blocked far earlier in the game. Shout out to Orange. Real stand-up game by Orange. If I fully believe, guys, by the way, if you were a little bit frustrated with me rolling the black or card blocking the black player and attacking him when I did, I fully believe I would not have won this game if I didn't hit black on the turn that I hit him on. Master on all 3 of those players, really high skill lobby compared to what we've been seeing a lot lately. So intermediate on red, expert on blue, and triple master on orange, black, and white. I get why these guys stuck in the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A long airship game, but we stuck it out and we got the win. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.